Okay, so we have Ferney. Hello, Ferney. How are you? So we have Ferney and we have Helmer. How are you guys? Omaira, hello. How are you?
Hello, teacher. I'm
How
very
are
well,
you?
teacher. And you?
Very good. Thanks for asking.
Okay, teacher.
Hello, Helmer. How are you?
Good evening, teacher.
Helmer, I have a question for you. Am I pronouncing your name correctly? Is it Helmer or Elmer?
Elmer.
Elmer. Okay. Okay. I just got curious about the last conversation. Someone told you Elmer, and I started to think about your name. So it is Elmer.
There is no problem, teacher.
Okay. And how was your day, Elmer?
Fine. I work it.
Okay. Okay. And do you have to work tomorrow?
Yes, I work. I will work in the morning. The time is free.
Okay. Okay, Elmer. Well, that's really nice. Although working on Sunday, that's not really cool. But well, when we have to, there is nothing to do. And okay, Ferney, what happened with the audio? Could you fix it?
Uh, Teacher, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, yes, I can hear you.
Okay, because I am on my cell phone. My computer no works good.
Okay. Okay, but that's a really nice strategy, no? Like using the cell phone, that's another strategy you can use. And if it works, well, that's perfect. So, guys,
Yes, yeah.
welcome to this session. Today we are going to be having like a different topic for our conversation. So, last sessions we discussed about mm, what was the topic? Festivals and celebrations, right? So today we are going to be having a totally different class. So I'm going to be sharing the objectives for the class so that you can get familiar with them. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to be showing you the screen. Give you. Yeah, at this point you must see the objectives for today's session. For today, can you see the objectives?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, can you read them, please?
Who? Francis? Fernay? Or
Yeah.
another? Okay,
Yeah, for Nate,
objective. Communicative, talk about past events and experiences, language, use simple past versus present perfect.
exactly. Very good. Thank you so much for that. That is exactly, guys, what we are going to be talking about today. Okay. For now, we are going to make a small parenthesis to clarify something. Em, les voy a pedir un favor súper especial porque este tema vamos a tratar de hacer como mucha interacción. Entonces, mientras no estemos hablando, les invito para que porfa cerremos los micrófonos. Cuando ya vengan los momentos de interacción, pues cada uno va a ir habilitando el micrófono en el momento en que le toque. Les voy a pedir el favor adicional de que estemos muy pendientes y que tratemos de ser muy juiciosos con dos cosas. Por un lado, con el tiempo, de tal manera que cuando digamos, por ejemplo, vamos a tener 3 minutos de interacción para hablar sobre X tema, pues tratemos de ser muy pegados al tiempo para que asimismo podamos cubrir, digamos, como que todo lo que hemos planeado para hoy. Y por otro lado, que cuando nos toque interactuar, pues que no estemos de pronto distraídos en algo adicional para que sepamos qué es lo que tenemos que hacer en el momento. ¿Listo? Entonces esos son como los tres favores principales. Por un lado, el micrófono, cerrarlo y abrirlo en el momento que cada uno de ustedes vaya a hacer su participación. Por otro lado, estar pues muy atentos y muy juiciosos con el tiempo y asimismo pues estar muy juiciosos en el momento de hacer lo que tengamos que hacer de acuerdo a cada una de las actividades. Vamos a cerrar este paréntesis and we are going to keep talking in English.
But
Yes.
you're going to explain us what is the present perfect or what is the core grammar for using, because really I don't remember what is the present perfect.
Okay, that's something really interesting, and thank you so much for that question. Because not really. The answer is not really. The intention is not to explain what present perfect is, but we are going to try to remember different things about it. If we have to make any kind of explanation, we are going to make it something really short, because the intention with these encounters is to foster the speaking skill more than cover any grammar topic. So, anyways, if you have any question about present perfect, you can ask the question. But we are going to try to remember different things, and we are going to be talking using simple past and present perfect. And not only for you, but for the whole group, guys, if you have questions about this topic, just go for the questions, and we are going to try to help you to understand a little bit more these concepts. Because as you can see in the objectives, we are going to be talking not only in simple past, but also we are going to mix simple past with present perfect. That is something that is really difficult because that is something we are not really familiar with. And most of the times we tend to use either simple past or other basic tenses for speaking. But the intention for today's session and tomorrow's session is to mix these two tenses for having longer conversations, for speaking a little bit more in order to elaborate more in our ideas. But going back to the question, keep in mind the intention is not to explain what present perfect is. But if you have questions, we are going to answer the questions. But anyways, we are going to do different activities in order to remember what present perfect is, structures, and everything. Okay? Okay. So, guys, we are going to start with a small activity. And I'm going to show you the next slide. So this is basically what you have to do. Omaira, can you please read the slide?
Write as many verbs as possible with different letters or your names.
Exactly. Okay. You don't have to write them in the chat. You just can write them in a piece of paper, notebook, or something you have handy. And in a moment, you are going to be reading the different verbs. Okay. So you don't have to type them in the chat. That's something important we have to keep in mind. I'm going to show you an example just to clarify, okay? For example, my name is, well, my name is Alexander. However, everybody calls me Alex, and I'm going to be using that nickname, let's say, Alex, okay? So with the letter A, we have the verb arise. With the, let me have the pointer here. Okay, with the letter A, we have the verb arise. With the letter L, we have love. E, and for example, in my case, in English, it's really difficult to find, I think that even in Spanish, it's difficult to find a verb with X. So if you don't have it, you can leave the space in blank, okay? But for example, there is one in English that is called X-ray. X-ray is like when you go to a doctor and you have a broken arm or leg, and the doctor sends you to take X-rays, ¿ok? Eso es como, en español sería como sacarse una radiografía, el verbo. En inglés, literalmente es X-ray. Ese sería como un modelo. So, guys, keep in mind that this is the intention, okay? You take your name or your last name, and you're going to prepare as many verbs as possible using different letters from the name. Is the activity clear, Elmer?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Fernay?
Yes, teacher, I think so.
Okay, cool. Camila, Omaira, is it clear?
Yes, teacher. So.
Okay. Anyways, I'm going to set a stopwatch here. What is it? Uh, and I'm going to give you guys around 3 minutes for you to write as many verbs as possible. Okay? Remember that, for example, if you have more verbs with the same letter, you can include them. Okay, so you have 3 minutes. Ready, guys? Okay, let's start. So you can start now. Fifty seconds left, guys. Okay, guys. So as you could notice, time is over. So it's your time, guys, to start. Oh my gosh, to start mentioning the verbs you have. Okay. So we are going to go in this order. Omaira, you are number one. Then we go with Camila, then Ferney, and at the end, Elmer. Okay. So Omaira, can you read your verbs?
Yes, teacher. Um, arise, drink, absorb, make, Letter A now have air, run, run, imagine, imagine, and swam or swim.
Okay, Simmer song, very good. Yeah, sorry, Omaira, what name did you use? That was that Omaira? No.
Ah, no, es que lo hice con el otro nombre.
Okay, what is
Adamaris.
your
My first
Adamaris?
name. Yes. My
Adamaris.
first.
Okay, I get it. Okay, thank you, Omaira. Just to clarify, don't forget the pronunciation of the letter R. You don't say air, but R. Okay?
R. Okay, R.
Yeah, very good. Okay, thank you so much, Omaira. This time we are going to listen to Camila. Camila, can you please read your list of verbs?
Okay, cook, arrive, move, illustrate, lie, add.
Okay, thank you so much, Camila. You used your name, right? So, well, is this your first name, Camila?
What, teacher? Can you repeat me?
Is this your first name?
Yes, this is my first, and I just Camila, no more. I don't have other name.
Ah, okay, you're only Camila. Okay, that's pretty cool. Thank you so much. So let's listen this time to Ferney.
Okay, teacher, I use my first name, Francis. Uh, find, run, ask, need, call, identify, and say.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much, Ferney. And Elmer, it's your turn.
Teacher, I did the exercise for my first name, Elmer. Hold, eat, long, make, and write.
Okay, Elmer, very good. Thank you so much for that. I just ask you guys to prepare these verbs because in today's session, we need to get familiar with a lot of verbs and we are going to be using a lot of these verbs, okay? So using these verbs, just remember, guys, that today we are going to be talking about simple, past, and present perfect. So we are going to do a small activity, okay? I'm going to give you guys some minutes for you to uh, make a small groups, okay? So the first group is going to be Omaira with Elmer, and the second group is going to be Camila with Ferney, okay? And your mission is going to be something really simple. Let me show you what the mission is about. So this is basically, guys, what you are going to be doing. Elmer, can you help me reading, please?
Yes, teacher. What do you remember about simple past, and present perfect? Talk about the use, grammar, structure, and even examples.
Exactly. So that is what you are going to be doing in the groups I mentioned. Okay, so Omaira with Elmer, you are going to you can use your chat, your private chat. You can use WhatsApp or you can use Skype. Sorry, Skype to talk in a private way, and you are going to discuss about this question. Okay, what you remember about simple past and what you remember about present. Remember that you can talk about the use, the grammar structures. You can invent examples and everything. The second group, which is Camila and Ferney, you are going to do exactly the same activity. Okay? For this activity, guys, you will have around 5 minutes for having a private interaction, and then you will choose one person who is going to give us the conclusions about your personal discussions. Is the activity clear, guys?
Teacher, but how can I speak only with Camila
Uh,
or,
for, ex-
or
for example, Fernay, you can use your chat. You can chat it, chat with her, or you can use, for example, WhatsApp. Okay. Remember that you two guys, actually you all, sorry, are in the WhatsApp group. So you can look for Camila's phone number and you can send her a message and you can text her. Or if you want, guys, you can call your partners and you can talk about these questions. Okay, you have like different options. Okay, Fernand?
Teacher, we must remember about simple past and present perfect.
Uh-huh. Everything you
Eh,
remember about.
eh, ¿Debemos hacer oraciones o simplemente recordar el tema?
Básicamente es hablar de lo que se acuerdan de los dos temas, ¿sí? Entonces que uno le pregunta al otro, venga, ¿usted qué se acuerda de pasado simple? ¿Qué se acuerda del presente perfecto? Como que para que tratemos de entrar un poquito más en materia de lo que vamos a trabajar hoy. Como para poder tener como un lineamiento para la conversación, recuerden que pueden hablar sobre, por ejemplo, el uso. Bueno, ¿cuándo utilizo pasado simple? ¿Cuándo utilizo presente perfecto? ¿Cuál es la estructura de cada uno de estos dos temas? ¿Sí? Podemos inventar algún ejemplo. Son como más o menos las ideas que podemos generar para a poder tener una conversación aproximadamente de 5 minutos para que asimismo puedan generar algunas conclusiones y ahorita continuar con nuestra sesión. ¿Estamos claros?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, listo. So guys, I'm going to set once again the stopwatch. Remember that you have 5 minutes. Even if you want, guys, you can use the chat of this call, okay? If you consider it necessary, you can go for the chat of this call too. What happened with this? Oh, okay, I said 5 minutes. So guys, you have 5 minutes as of now. So please start with your conversations. Okay, guys, you have 10 seconds left for finishing. Okay, guys, time's out. So I imagine that at this point you have different ideas about simple past and present perfect. So your mission now, guys, is that you have to choose one representative per group. Okay. So in the first group could be either Omaira or Elmer, and in the second group could be either Camila or Ferney. Okay. And you guys, your mission is simple. You have to mention the different things you described or you talked with your partner. Okay. You have to give like conclusions about what you talked to your partner. So I'm going to give you 3 more minutes for you to make decisions about who the presenter is going to be and to organize the conclusions. Okay. Okay, guys. So time is about to be over. So are you ready? Omaira or Elmer? Camila or Ferney?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so in the first group, who's gonna be starting? Who's gonna make the presentation? Omaira or Elmer?
Teacher,
Mm.
teacher,
Yeah, you. I explain present perfect and Helmer past simple past. Yes, Helmer. Okay, Helmer. Helmer.
yes, partner.
Okay,
Okay.
let's start. So Omaira, go for it.
Um, the present perfect is action. Um, realizing the past. Maybe in the future. And it use have or use auxiliary have or auxiliary has. Have to I, we, pronoun, pardon, have use, auxiliary have use with pronouns I, we, you, and they. And has use, and the auxiliary has use he, she, and it. Okay. Um, 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 the sentence ¿cómo se dice la estructura?
Structure.
Astro, Astruc is,
Structure.
excuse me?
Sorry, is structure.
Okay. Structure of sentence is pronouns, auxiliary have or has, and verb. Okay, and complement. Uh, the present perfect use verbs irregulars. Um, Regulars and irregular verbs. No more, teacher.
Okay, thank you so much, Mara, for that. At the end, we are going to clarify some specific aspects, but that was a really interesting and general description about this topic. So thank you so much. Let's listen then to Elmer.
Good evening, partner Omaira. I explained this present perfect. This for auxiliary verb have. How you say it, for it, she, it. I use hacks, and they, we, you. I use have. Uh, present perfect in affirmative sentence. Your structure is subject plus verb to have, and past participle. For example, she has visit your parents. The other example is the negative word. The first First, subject to have plus not and past participle. And interrogative sentence, a fourth. The verb word is to have or has. Plus and past participle. Example, has has she visit your parents? With respect is simple past. Yours you say to use to speak to action past. For example, in affirmative word, is structure is subject and verb más AD. Example, I write. No more, teacher. Thank you.
Teacher, my
Okay.
example is missing. I don't make example. And
Sorry,
one is
can you repeat? Sorry, Mayra, can you repeat the example?
my example. No, I don't make example. The present perfect. Yeah, an example is I have I have seen the sky. Usual auxiliary have. I have seen the sky in the present perfect, teacher.
Partner o Mayra. Partner o Mayra.
Okay.
I can explain. I can explain you the simple parts in the interrogative forms. The structure is the auxiliar did, plus subject, and infinitive verb. For example, did she arrive? Anymore. Continue.
Okay. Okay. Is there something to add, Omaira?
I don't understand.
Something additional you want to mention?
No more is example. Example the present perfect. And explain the you did.
I think that was enough with Elmer's description, because remember that the intention is just giving like a general idea or the general conclusions you as a group created. So you already talked about, both of you talked about present perfect, and you already talked about simple past. So I think that is enough. Or if you want to add something, just okay, let us know.
Okay.
So let's go with Camila and Ferney. Who are you guys are going to be talking? Is it
Okay, teacher, me for me.
okay?
Basically, I'm going to make a small conclusion. Camila and I agreed. Um, we use past, simple past, to talk about a finished action that happened in a specific time. For example, I went out with my friends. About the present perfect, you form the present perfect using have or has, follow for the participle verb. For example, I have graduated from college. Also, mm, there are several situations that require the present perfect. I remember one. Um, For example, when you repeat an action, uh, when an action happened more than one time in the past, you use present perfect. For example, I have seen the movie 3 times. And in conclusion, we use the past simple for past events or action which have no connection to the present. And we use present perfect uh, with connection to the present. And that is all, teacher.
Okay, very good. That is exactly well. That is something really important when we think about these two tenses. So in the first description Elmer and Omaira did, you talked about grammar structures and everything. So I hope you all guys have a general idea about how to create sentences in simple past and how to create sentences in present perfect. Actually, you mentioned different examples. Now, with you, Fernay and Camila, you're talking about the use. And that is something we have to pay really attention, especially when we speak. And that is another part of today's class. Okay? So I'm going to be sharing, guys, the screen again because I want you to pay attention to the following video. Your mission is going to be simple. You are going to watch the video and you are going to take notes, if necessary, about important concepts you see in the video. Okay? Why? Because remember that today's class is about mixing the two tenses in a conversation. And we need to learn how to use simple past and present perfect in the same speech, in the same conversation. Okay? So watch the video, take notes if necessary, and we are going to be talking about this. Guys, I'm going to ask you some questions about the video, so try to be really attentive. Okay? Let me double check if you can hear, because I think you can see, but I'm not really sure if you can hear the video. So, could you hear that part, guys?
No,
No.
teacher.
No, teacher.
No? Okay, yes. I'm going to be double checking that. Give me 1 second, please. Seems that I made a mistake.
Teacher, you can share the link. We open in YouTube.
Yeah, that might be another possibility. So let me play it from here. Let's try again, and I'll share the link in a moment. Now, could you listen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So I'm going to keep playing this, and I'm going to share the video in a moment.
This is Everyday Grammar. I'm Kave.
And I'm Lucia. Hey, Kave, you're looking a bit tanned. Did you go to the beach?
I did. I went to Florida last weekend. Have you ever gone to Florida?
Sure, I have. I've gone there 2 years ago.
Wait, you mean you went there 2 years ago?
What's the difference?
Good question. You're asking about the difference between the simple past and present perfect verb tenses. I went to Florida is in the simple past. You use the simple past to talk about a past event that happened at a certain time.
Okay, that makes sense. But what about I have gone?
I have gone to Florida is in the present perfect. It shows that a past event happened at an unknown time.
Wait, but if it's about the past, why is it called the present perfect?
Well, it's to emphasize the present effect of a past action.
I have graduated from college. I graduated from college.
Interesting. That's a lot to think about. Is there an easier way to remember?
As a matter of fact, there is. Focus on the adverbs. Adverbs like yesterday, ago, and last night go with the simple past. Adverbs like never, already, for, and since, they go with the present perfect.
Wow, I have never thought of it like that before.
And that's everyday grammar.
Okay, guys, so that's the end of the video. I'm going to be sharing it anyways, just in case you want to double check it. And in the meantime, guys, I want to ask you, what did you learn, or is there any conclusion you can draw based on the video about simple past and present perfect? Camila, is there something you can say about the difference between simple past and present perfect?
Yes, teacher. Is like, for example, I can identify seeing the video. Like, for example, when we talk about in simple past, or when we want to talk about simple past, we have to mention, for example, that a specific time when we did the action. It's like, for example, in my last birthday, I went to a barbecue with my family, something like that. But when we talk in a present perfect, we don't say that the special day or the time when we did the action. It's like, for example, I have walked in the in San Bosco Street, maybe. It's my neighborhood, and something like that. But in the video, we can see so others words that we can use when we are going to use a simple past and a present perfect. Is right
Exactly.
or not?
Okay, keep talking, no problem.
No, if it's I am in that correct way or not.
Okay, yes, actually, you're right. And that is the most important aspect of today's session. So remember, if you want to mention about something in the past, if you are going to mention the specific time, you use simple past. But if you don't say the specific time, you use present perfect. That is the most important aspect, guys. We are going to be talking in today's session. We are going to be discussing, and also we are going to be using through the class. So now, with that in mind, this is like a small activity. I'm sharing the link through the chat. This is a small activity, guys, in which you can practice these two tenses. You're going to be testing yourself in the understanding of simple past versus present perfect. So your mission is simple, guys. You're going to develop this small exercise. As soon as you're done with the exercise, you take a screenshot and you're going to share the results through this chat, okay? So that we can double check that you practiced this small activity. And at the end, if you have questions about this exercise, well, you can ask the questions to the group. For this activity, guys, you will have, once again, a maximum of 5 minutes. Okay, so between 3 to 5 minutes to develop this small exercise.
Teacher, I can understand the exercise.
Sorry, who said that? Ah, Camila. Camila, what happened, Camila? Básicamente en el ejercicio tienes que completar utilizando o pasado simple o presente perfecto teniendo en cuenta las características que mencionamos. Tiempo
Okay, but
específico,
I have to use the or only the verbs in past or in past participle. I can understand that.
okay. Now just keep in mind the structures you already mentioned. Okay, so if
Ah,
necessary,
okay.
you need to include the auxiliary and everything, just to include the auxiliary words,
Okay.
modify the verbs. Be careful, something that I didn't mention, sorry. Be careful with capital letters, okay? Okay,
Okay.
majúsculas, especially when you are going to start a sentence,
Okay.
okay?
Teacher, excuse me, my internet connection turned off. I don't know what.
So what do you mean? Actually, you said that you were working on the cell phone. Could you open the link in the cell phone?
Okay.
Okay, guys? Okay, guys, are you done with the activity? Omaira, Elmer,
No,
Camila,
teacher.
not yet?
No, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
No.
Okay. So, Elmer, can you please share your results in the chat, please?
What, teacher?
Can you share your results? Don't forget to share the results through the chat, okay? So you take a screenshot and you share the results.
Teacher, understand.
Una vez hayas terminado, recuerdan tomarle un pantallazo y comparten por favor los resultados a través del chat.
Okay, teacher. Teacher, I understand the qualification.
In that website, there is no specific grade system. I mean, you don't say qualification, but you say grades. There is no specific grade system. You just have correct or wrong answers, no more. So as soon as you are done with the activity, you can click on a link, let's say, sort of botón, que dice check answers. Y ya, tan pronto te aparezca ahí la evaluación, digamos, como te digo, no hay un sistema puntual de calificación en esta página, solamente te muestra lo que está bien y lo que está mal. Entonces, le tomas una foto y la envías.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, so we have Camila here. Okay, Camila, very good. You did a great job. It seems you have some difficulties. Well, the first thing, un feedback rápido.
No, teacher, it's not a good job. I can understand. I am very confused.
I know, no problem. Don't worry. For example,
No, because I have many years using the English and I can understand the topic. I don't know what I have to do.
don't worry. First off, don't worry. And let me explain you why it was a really good job. Because, for example, in the first one is correct. The only mistake was the capital letter, half. Te faltó la letra mayúscula en half, and that was the mistake. Okay. And the second mistake, sentence number 4, it says the problem is the verb. Okay, basically, live is not a regular verb; it's an irregular verb. Okay. So as you can notice, for example, in those two mistakes, the problem is not the grammar. The problem is another different aspect, okay, which is verbs, vocabulary, punctuation marks, and everything, capitalization, and everything, okay? So it seems that you understand the topic, but you have to be more attentive to verbs and capital letters and everything. In the number 5, yes, you have a mistake because that is not that's not the grammar you used, okay? Why? And not only for you, but for everybody. If you have did, it's because it's something specific. Y quiero preguntarte, en el ejercicio 5, ¿ves un tiempo específico? La pregunta es empacar maletas. ¿Sabes cuándo la persona específicamente empacó las maletas?
Oh, teacher. And so I have to use it as a present perfect. Yeah?
Exactly. That is what you have to pay attention to. And that is another aspect you have to pay attention in the next sentence. Okay?
Okay, teacher.
Yeah. Simple. You see? So, in the last one, ¿cuál fue el problema en la número 6? Que te faltó utilizar una de las palabritas que estaba ahí, que era already. Utilizaste solamente el verbo ask, pero no utilizaste already. Y ese fue el problema. Once again, the problem is not a huge problem in terms of grammar. It's a problem with some grammar, but also some situations with vocabulary and everything. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me see Fernay's activity. Okay. So I went. Okay.
Teacher, I'm sorry.
Once. Yes,
I'm
Fernay?
I'm copying on my cell phone. I'm copying on my cell phone and the dictionary correctly the phrases.
Yes, I can notice that, and that was exactly what the problem was. It was not about the grammar, but it was about the typing. So it seems that you understand the topic and you have it clear. Do you have questions about this topic, Fernay?
No, teacher, all is well.
Okay, very good. I'm still waiting. Wow, come on. I'm still waiting for Omaida's and Elmer results. So as soon as you're ready, Omaida and Elmer, you can send them through the chat so I can give you like a general feedback. In the meantime, we are going to keep talking in the session because that is the intention for today, not only to work on the grammar aspect, but also to practice a little bit more in terms of speaking by using these two tenses. As I said at the beginning, this is not something really simple, but this is not a huge uh, problem or something like that. This is something we can use in our daily conversations. And that's why I want to show you this small slide in which we have a question. Okay, look at this question. Camila, can you please read the question?
Yes, teacher. Have you ever bought something useless? Useless?
Yes, useless.
Okay. Yes, I have bought different useless things.
Okay,
Last month I bought a raincoat. It is useless because I have two at home.
very good. So as you can notice, the question is in present perfect. And the answer is in present perfect. We don't mention the time. We just say that we have done something, okay? So we don't mention the time. That is what the grammar is about. But remember that today we're mixing present perfect with simple past. So with present perfect, we answer the question. With simple past, we explain the situation. Is it clear? That's why we have, yes, I have bought different useless things. Last month, I bought a raincoat. It is useless because I have two at home. So in this second part, I'm giving the general explanation. Okay? This is like I'm so sorry, I'm going, oh my gosh, what was that? This is like the general explanation of what we had in the answer.
Teacher,
Is yes.
how will use verb irregular in two moments? Here?
Yeah, I mean, you can use either regular or irregular verbs. The problem here is that the verb, in this case, the verb buy, has exactly the same form for the past and the past participle. Okay, that's why you can see the same verb, but it doesn't mean that it's the same. This is present perfect, and this one is simple past. Ese fenómeno se da básicamente por lo que conocemos en temas generales de gramática. Hay unos verbos que tienen la misma forma, digámoslo así, para el pasado y para el presente perfecto. Como sucede con algunos verbos regulares, perdón, como sucede con todos los verbos regulares, el mismo pasado es el pasado participio. Y para algunos verbos irregulares sucede este fenómeno. De hecho, hay otro fenómeno, no nos vamos a centrar en eso, pero por ejemplo, si hablamos del verbo cat, aquí se los estoy escribiendo. Recordemos que cat se escribe de la misma manera en las tres formas verbiales, en presente, en pasado y en pasado participio. ¿Cuál es la diferencia o cómo lo identifico? Sencillamente por el contexto. Y eso es de lo que vamos a estar hablando hoy. El contexto o la respuesta puntualmente la vamos a dar en presente perfecto. Pero el contexto, que es la explicación a la respuesta, la vamos a dar en pasado simple. ¿Estamos claros hasta ahí?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, good. So now it's the time for you guys to answer the following question. I'm going to share a small question, and your mission, guys, simple. You have to think of the possible answer for this question. Okay. You can look at the chat. Anyways, I'm going to read the question in a moment. The question is simple. Have you ever eaten something weird? Have you ever eaten something weird? And that's the question, okay? So I'm going to give you around 30 seconds for you to think of the answer, and I'm going to listen to you, okay? Don't forget, first say yes or no in present perfect. Secondly, use simple past to expand or explain the situation. Okay, Fernay, it seems to me that you already have the idea. So that's something positive. Yes, that is like the first part. So now you have to think of the explanation using simple past. Okay. Actually, thank you so much for texting. I mean, for typing the answer. But can you please read the answer? Fernay, can you please read the answer?
Yes, teacher. Yes, I have. I have eaten some strange things.
Okay, so now let's go for the explanation. You can use simple past.
Mm,
You can invent, don't worry.
yes, yesterday I ate some mushrooms. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
uh, with vegetables as well.
You can say, for example, this is going to be something weird. Mushrooms with that might be something
Mushrooms
weird.
with vegetables.
That could be something strange, you know.
I invent. I don't know.
Yes, don't worry, don't worry. You can invent. Okay, perfect. So let's try one more time. But this time, give the two answers like connected. Like try to connect the two answers. I mean, the main answer in present perfect and the explanation in simple past. Okay? Try to make it right away.
Uh, I speak the same sentence. I don't
Yes,
know,
you can
teacher.
use, yes, you can use the same answers. But this time, try not to cut the answer. So just try to say the complete answer as if it were only one.
Uh, let's start another person while I think, please.
Okay, sure. Camila, can you please share your answer with us?
Yes, but I don't have to write, yeah? I
No, no, you
can
don't.
speak. Okay.
Yes.
And so, have you ever eaten something weird? No, I haven't eaten something strange things or something weird. For example, in the a few no in the last Woman's Day, I went to Cantina La Quince. It's a restaurant in Cali, and my partner eat pulpo. But I decide to eat normal meat. It's a normal dish here. So no, nothing strange.
Okay, Camila, thank you so much. That is exactly the intention. You see, you answered the question using present perfect, and then you explained that answer using simple past. Very good. Great job, Camila. Just something to keep in mind. When you talked about your friend, you said he ate, but it is, sorry, he eat, but it's he ate. Don't forget
Okay,
the verb in
here.
past as long as you're talking in past. But that
Yeah.
is the intention. Very good. Elmer, Omaira, do you want to try?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Elmer, go ahead.
Teacher, my answer is yes. I have eaten some strange stuff. I remember I trained in the army in the selva, teacher. How do you say selva? Bosque.
The forest.
What?
Forest.
Okay, okay. First, I I I was in the forest. I um, eat eight eight serpents. The other strange stuff. I ate a beer. Teacher, a beer. Está bien. I say the good pronunciation. Beer also.
Bear.
Because I wait many days. Not I don't have anything to eat. Then appear a beer. And then I eat no more, teacher.
Okay, great job, Elmer. Very good. That is once again that is the intention of the session. You see, you use present perfect for the answer, and then you clarify it with simple past. To clarify, I just sent through the chat the pronunciation of the word also in English, which is bear. And don't forget, Elmer, when you use simple past in negative sentences, you have to include did. So I didn't have anything to eat. Don't forget that that is something really important, okay?
Okay, teacher.
Okay. Okay. Very good. Thank you so much. Omaira, are you ready?
Teacher, I want a question. I want a question. In this question, I can answer I no, I didn't, or no, no.
Uh, if you use I didn't, that's possible for the explanation. Recuerda que la explicación como tal de la respuesta es en donde tú utilizas pasado simple. Entonces, ese didn't lo podrías utilizar, claro que sí. Haven't también lo puedes utilizar. Todo depende de la manera como lo organices. Entonces,
For
recuerda que
example, not I have I have never ate something well. Ate,
I
ate,
eaten.
eaten. No, I have
Ajá,
never eaten something well, for example, or
ajá.
no. Yes.
Yes, that is perfect. That is the first part. That is perfect. Now, the second part is the explanation. Ahora explícanos por qué no has comido nada. Por ejemplo, en el caso de Camila, ella nos dijo, no, yo no he comido. Por ejemplo, en la celebración pasada mi amigo comió algo raro, pero yo prefería algo menos extravagante, digámoslo así. Cuéntanos por qué no comerías algo así. ¿Cómo utilizarías pasado simple para explicarnos el por qué no comes o no has comido algo raro?
Mm, Fears, I don't like. um, mm, mm, mm,
Okay, Umaira, no problem, no problem. This is another aspect we have to keep thinking about, which is we have to be really creative when we speak in English. You know, sometimes and most of the times, classes are led just to answer a specific thing, and that is exactly what happened in the previous classes. And maybe you have had different classes in which you have to answer specific things, but in things like this, in sessions like these ones, in tomorrow's session, we are going to be talking once again with simple past and present perfect. You guys have to be really creative, okay? So, Omaira, no te preocupes, a veces, y eso es verdad, a veces responder, digamos, expandir una respuesta negativa es más difícil que expandir una respuesta afirmativa. Eso sucede muchísimo en el inglés, precisamente porque justificar algo que a mí no me gusta, pues la razón es muy obvia, pareciera ser. Entonces, nada, nos toca como seguir trabajando un poquito a ese tema de argumentación, pero pues eso lo vamos a estar trabajando, ¿listo? De cualquier manera, Omaira, creo que también ya nos queda un poquito más claro cómo utilizar la gramática y te felicito porque pues el presente perfecto lo tienes claro el pasado, pero pues ahora nos toca seguirle trabajando un poquito a la unión de los dos temas en la misma respuesta, ¿listo? We
okay.
are going to, anyways, we are going to continue with the session. And this time, I want guys you to remember the verbs you used at the beginning of the class. Do you remember those verbs? In the first activity, you had to write different verbs with your names. So I'm going to give you guys 2 minutes for you to prepare questions using present perfect. Okay? Your guys are going to interview your partners, and in the answer, guys, you have to, once again, you have to be really creative because you have to say either yes or no, but you have to use present perfect and simple past in the answer. Okay? To prepare the questions, I'm going to give you around 2 minutes, no more than 2 minutes, to prepare as many, no, 2 minutes, well, yes, 2 minutes. Don't forget, guys, that you have to use the verbs you invented at the beginning of the class. Okay?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, Francis, I'm going to repeat it for you. So you have to prepare questions in present perfect using the verbs you invented at the beginning of the session. Okay? Do you remember that at the beginning you created some verbs with the letters of your name? So you have to use the same verbs to invent questions in present perfect. Okay, now it seems that it's clear. So guys, you have 1 minute and a half, okay? Okay, guys, are you ready with the questions? Okay, Camila,
How,
thank you.
how many teacher, how many questions we have to do?
As many as possible.
Ah, okay. Give me a moment. More minutes for me.
Sure. But please don't type the questions because the intention is to have spontaneous interaction, okay? So don't type the questions. We are going to interview your partners in a moment. I'm going to be typing your roles, guys. So to start, Elmer, you start answering questions.
No, teacher.
You will
Is
start
is
answering the
clear?
questions, okay? And the first person who is going to ask a question, it's going to be Camila, okay? Then Omaida, and then Ferney, okay? So Camila, can you ask a question to Elmer?
Yes, teacher. Helmet. But helmet is not ready yet.
Tell
Yeah.
tell me, partner.
Ah, okay. Helmet, have you been outside of our country, Colombia?
Partner, repeat, please.
Have you been outside of our country, Colombia?
Not. I didn't have the other country.
Okay, Helmer, don't forget to use present perfect for the main answer and then the expansion in simple past. Okay, Helmer?
Okay, teacher.
So let's try again. Have you been outside of our country, Colombia? Elmer? Elmer, are you there?
Tell me, teacher.
Okay, can you answer exactly the same question again? But don't forget to use present perfect and simple past. I'm typing the question anyways. Have you been outside of our country, Colombia?
Teacher, I understand question.
La pregunta puntual es que si has salido de nuestro país. La idea es que debes responder con presente perfecto y después hacer la expansión con pasado simple. ¿Listo, Elmer?
Okay, teacher.
Dale, te escuchamos.
Teacher, sería I didn't have out other country.
That's not present perfect. You can say, for example, I have never been out of this country. Or you can say, I haven't.
Ah, okay, okay, teacher.
Don't forget, this is the,
Ah, okay, teacher. Sería I have been in the other country.
ok, esa sería la primera respuesta. Ahora danos la
Sí.
explicación en pasado simple.
Because
Sugerencia para todos. La palabra because es difícil porque nos obliga a dar una razón. Entonces no nos des una razón, cuéntanos. Por ejemplo, el año pasado viajé a Panamá. Esa sería como la explicación de que sí has estado fuera del país.
ah, okay, teacher. Entonces I have been in the other country. I traveled in the Venezuela.
Ok. To Venezuela.
To Venezuela, okay, teacher.
Don't forget, Elmer, that when you have these sentences in simple past, you need to mention the time, okay? ¿Cuándo viajaste? ¿El año pasado? ¿Hace 2 meses? Tienes que mencionar específicamente el momento en el que lo hiciste. ¿Listo?
Ah, okay, teacher, sí.
Vamos a tratar de hacerlo de nuevo. Otra persona te va a entrevistar y vas a tratar exactamente de hacer lo mismo. Dar la respuesta en presente perfecto y la expansión en pasado simple. No se te olvide
Okay.
el tiempo específico en el pasado. ¿Listo?
Okay, teacher, I understand.
Okay, cool. Omaira, can you ask the question to Elmer?
Yes. Have you drunk cocktail in a hotel?
Repeat.
Un moment. Have you drunk cocktail in a hotel? Have you drunk
Ye-
cocktail in a hotel?
yes, I have drank cocktail in the hotel. I I drink I drank in cocktails anymore.
Okay, this time it was much better. Thank you, Elmer. Guys, for all of you, just keep in mind the verbs drink, drank, drunk. Okay, drunk is the past participle for the present perfect. Okay, but this time it was really nice. Thank you, Elmer. Good job, good job. So now we are going to listen to Ferney. Ferney, you answer the questions. Okay, and Elmer, Elmer, you are going to read the first question. Okay, to Ferney.
Okay,
Okay.
sure.
Y eso, o sea, al precio como está ahora el hotel.
Okay, Elmer, can you read the question to Fernando?
La luz, de la luz no ha llegado a 180.000 pesos.
Elmer, can you read the question, please?
Okay, teacher. Partner, have you visited
$4.000 ya. Lo que no los hubiera sacado ahora, sino que lo saque al millón. Pero si ahí donde está el, por mes, imagínate, por mes. Son viajes de millón.
Elmer, I don't get it. Have you visited what?
Bueno,
partner? You son tiene mucho sonido allá.
What? I don't get it. Sorry.
Right, partner. Have you visit that beautiful place in the year?
Yes, Elmer. This year, I have visited the beautiful Medellin city.
Thank you, partner.
Okay, Fernando, it seems to me that there was something that was not clear at all. Because at the beginning, the answer was correct. You used present perfect accurately, but you have missing the expansion. And in the expansion, you have to mention the specific time.
Okay, in January, I visited the zoo. It had a lot of animals, exotic animals, tigers, lions, and etc. That is all.
Okay, that is the intention. Okay, so try to put the two answers together just in one only turn. Okay, so as soon as you receive the question, just try to put the two answers together. So thank you for that, Fernando. Really good. So
Okay.
let's listen this time to Omaira. Omaira, can you ask a question to Fernando, please?
Ferney, have you swum in the beach?
Yes, Samira. I have swum on the beach. And the last year, uh,
Pranay, we cannot hear you. Is there any problem with the microphone or something? Oh my, it seems that something happened to Fernay. So we are going to stop over there. And this time we are going to listen to Camila. So Omaira and Elmer, you are going to ask questions to Camila, okay? So let's start with you, Omaira. Can you ask the first question? Camila, let's keep the microphone closed while the question is sent. And as soon as you have the question, you can open the microphone to answer it, okay?
teacher, I'm sorry, my connection is very bad.
Okay, no problem, no problem. We were about to start with Camila, but don't worry. Can you repeat your answer, Fernay?
My answer, yes, I swam on the beach, and the last year I swam and swam on the sea with my family and friends, and enjoy the vacation in this moment, in that moment.
Okay, Fernay, very good. That's the way you have to speak. Great job. Excellent job, Fernay. So, as I was mentioning, this is the time to listen to Camila. I asked Omaira to ask Camila a question. So, Omaira, can you please ask a question to Camila?
Teacher, what is pronunciation make in past, in present past? No, perdón. In, in present perfect? Made?
Yes, it's made, as Francis said. Made.
Pronunciation made? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Have you made friends in on a trip? A trip?
Can you repeat me the question, please?
Okay. Have you made friends in on a trip?
No, I haven't. For example, in my last trip, I went to Lago Calima, okay, in Valle del Cauca, and I am a quiet person, and I didn't make a friend in a trip because I went with my daughter and my mother, and I just talked with them.
Thank you.
Okay. Great job. Thank you for the question. Thank you for the answer, Camila. That was accurate, and that is exactly what you have to do. So great job. Fernay, can you please ask the next question to Camila?
Okay, teacher. Ah, it's delete. Wait a moment. Camila, have you ever found a treasure?
What is treasure? Francis, what is treasure? ¿Tesoro o qué?
Treasure. Yeah, tesoro. Have
Ah,
you
okay,
ever found a
no.
treasure?
No, I have never found a treasure. No, never. So, my daughter maybe.
It's a difficult question.
Yeah, no, I have never found a t-shirt. I don't know.
Yeah, actually, that was really tricky, you know, but yes.
That is a
And
treasure. No, maybe I found I don't know a few months 2 months ago I found a 1,000 pesos in the street.
well, that sounds like a
Ten
small
hundred.
treasure.
Yes. Ah, yes, 10,000. Yes.
Okay.
No more.
Okay. That's a small treasure too. Okay, thank you, Fernay, for the question and Camila for the answer. So this is the time for listening to Omaira. So Fernay and Camila, you are going to be interviewing Omaira, okay? So Fernay, can you please ask a question to Omaira?
Omaira, have you needed to study hard? I repeat, have you needed to study hard?
Repeat, please. Have you?
Have you needed to study hard? Have you needed, alguna vez has necesitado, to study hard?
What is have?
Omaira, hard means con mucho esfuerzo o has tenido que estudiar, sí, con mucho esfuerzo, como muy duro para algún tema en específico.
Uh, um, yes. I have studied hard English. No, yes, I have to study hard. Um, I have I um I have difficult in learning English. Mm,
Ok, no problem, Omaira. Una clave para ti y para todo el grupo, casi siempre utilizar el mismo verbo de la pregunta o el verbo fundamental o uno de los verbos de la pregunta te puede ser el salvavidas más grande para dar una respuesta. Si tú miras la pregunta tiene dos verbos, necesitar y estudiar. Entonces, dar una explicación con necesitar, pues es a veces un poco complicado porque pues si necesitas algo hay muchas razones. Entonces, la razón, una justificación es más sencilla cuando tienes el verbo estudiar. Entonces tú puedes decir que sí has estudiado de difícil y ahí estarías utilizando presente perfecto. Te voy a escribir la respuesta. Por ejemplo, tú puedes decir, yes, I have studied hard. Yes, I have studied hard. Yes, I have studied hard. Esa sería la respuesta en presente perfecto. Y la explicación puede ser si tú dices, I studied hard for an English exam last week. Recuerda que de cualquier manera tienes que utilizar un tiempo específico o un momento específico para poder utilizar el pasado simple. Entonces, si tú te das cuenta, en la respuesta estoy cogiendo uno de los verbos de la pregunta para hacer más fácil la respuesta. ¿Listo, Mayra?
Listo, teacher.
Ok. Vamos a intentar con otra pregunta a ver cómo nos va esta vez. Lo hiciste muy bien, pero todavía tenemos que seguir trabajando en la unión de los dos tiempos un poquito más. ¿Listo? Camila, can you please interview Omaira?
Omaira, have you broken something special in your home?
Repeat, please.
Mm, have you broken something special in your home?
Broke. My yes, I have broken something in my house. The last week, I I broke
Broke.
I broke the glass in my home. In my home.
Oh my gosh, Omaira, very good. You did a really excellent job. Congratulations. You're the best.
Oh,
You did it. Very good. Great job. That is the way, you see. It's something about practicing and practicing practice, okay? But you did a really great job. So congratulations, Omaira. And for everybody, guys, you have done a really excellent job. So this is going to be the end of today's session. Just before we finish with this session, guys, I want to ask you a question, like self-reflection question, like, did you learn something today? Or do you think you have to practice something additional? So kind of fast, I want to listen to you guys after the session. What did you learn in today's session? Did you learn something? Is there something additional you have to practice? So Elmer, what can you say about it?
What, teacher?
I was asking you, Elmer, did you learn something today after the session? What can you say about today's class? Is there something you have to practice?
Teacher, I don't have clear subject. Um for in the moment, it's clear. There is no problem. I like it. The class today. I consider this class is very important for a risk level.
Okay, thank you so much, Elmer. One piece, thank you for your answer. And one piece of advice, just keep practicing pronunciation of regular verbs in past. Okay. So in your case, Francis Pernay, what did you learn today? Is there something additional you need to practice?
So, teacher, I already knew some grammatics about this topic. However, it's very important to remember and practice.
Okay, thank you, Fernay, for that. Yes, it was noticeable that you know a lot about this grammar, but the intention is like fostering the speaking skill, and that is something we are going to keep doing through the next sessions. So thank you so much for that. What about you, Omaira?
Good teacher. I am very happy because I am learning. I am learning a lot. And I am missing practice. And more, more teacher.
Okay, Omaira, thank you so much. And as I have said different times, that is the intention of these kind of sessions, like learning different things and sharing with the other people just to improve in the speaking skill. So congratulations. It was a little bit difficult for you at the beginning of the session, but now you know more about how to use present perfect and simple past. Let's listen to Camila.
Teacher, so I have to give you thanks for explaining us the present perfect because I don't have clear this topic. Now I have more clear, and I can understand how we have to use the simple past, how is the grammar structure, because I like these classes because we can know some topics, but I think that in English always is good remember and
Mhm.
practice. No more teaching. That's it.
Okay, thank you so much for that. And yes, that is exactly, as I have said different times, the intention of these sessions, like remembering and also learning new things. And I don't know if you have noticed, but the two sessions are always connected. So, for example, last Saturday and last Sunday, we talked about celebrations and festivals. Today, we started to talk about experiences, and you already mentioned different experiences like drinking cocktails in a hotel, or swimming in a beach, or while doing different things, eating weird things. Those are experiences. So tomorrow we are going to continue talking about different experiences with the same topic, present perfect, simple past. If you want, guys, you can keep is browsing. You can use the internet to double check the tenses again to get familiar with more vocabulary so that tomorrow we can have like a more fluent conversation. Guys, thank you so much for your time. Well, I'm going to end up the session now. See you tomorrow at the same hour, okay? 8 p.m.
Bye,
Okay,
teacher.
teacher.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you
Okay?
very much.
Take care. Live well and see you tomorrow.
Thank you, teacher.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Goodbye.